Yo, shalom everybody, it's Royal T. I'm here with DJ number 3.
Shalom.
So basically we're gonna talk about why we chose Ghana and why we even went there in the first place.
Yeah, we initially went to seek freedom and liberty, and that's what we found when we got over there. It's more opportunities, more growth and development going on over there, and it's just, absent of racism.
Yeah, so the people are more communal based, they're more like family oriented, so that goes well with what we're trying to do as being liberated people. In 2019, the president of Ghana announced the year of return, and we was there for that. It was an amazing experience, but the whole point is like it represented 400 years from transatlantic slavery to freedom. You know what I mean?
Which was prophesied biblically, you know what I'm saying, is why, us being Hebrew, we felt the need to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunities, you know what I'm saying, that is available for us. And, coming up on Juneteenth, it's remember, we remember like the people in chattel slavery didn't even realize we had been emancipated. So it's like, do we realize in 2022 that we're free to go anywhere on the planet, we're free to, be our own people. So it's like commemorative at this point in the game, but it's nothing to celebrate.
Right. So us taking this symbolic, holiday and saying, oh yeah, we're free. In reality, how free are we? Can we stop working? Can we stop, dressing and acting and eating like, Western civilization told us? Can we stop believing those lies and mistruths and untruths and halfway truths? Can we just separate ourselves from that and live differently?
Yeah, that's one of the commandments, to be ye separate. So that's what we're doing. We're setting up living quarters for our people who's thinking about repatriating. And now, so just a whole bunch of drama amongst our people, with the FBA and the ADOS and everything like that, infighting going on. And the idea is to develop institutions to where liberation will be inculcated in the youths, and we grow up understanding what liberation actually is, because a lot of people don't even understand the concept.
Yeah, and a lot of people got different ideas of what liberation is. So here in the States, we're in Alabama right now, and people are just like going over the ideas of what liberation is. And me and bro, we sat down and got to the bottom of it. It's like, you got to get rid of some of the conveniences and comforts of Western civilization in order to build a new kind of matrix for our people. We're in somebody else's matrix right now. We're in somebody else's system. So we built this, by the edge of the sword. We was forced to build this culture. But if we decide, hey, we're going to build another civilization, another one along the lines of our culture, we have to separate and start from scratch. And that's the beauty of Ghana and West Africa and the continent as a whole.
Yeah, the idea of freedom is, sovereignty, self-sufficiency, and, solvency into the future. How long can you maintain yourself into the future without being subjugated to another person's paradigm? And that's what we're getting to a point of, like, do we want to control our own destiny? Do we want to actually see ourselves in the positions of power to really, push our people forward?
Right. So going along with Juneteenth that's coming up, of course, they started celebrating this thing in 2021 when Joe Biden said, hey, we're going to make this a national holiday. Everybody said, all right, we're going to all join in and celebrate the freedom. But in the case of injustice happening against black people, can we say, all right, we're not going to go and, protest and, beg for justice. We're going to say, all right, we're going to go build our own. You know what I mean? That's the part of really being free. You say, we don't want the comforts and convenience. If you're mad that they're feeding us GMOs, then say, oh, I'll go grow my own food. If you're mad that they're, the capitalistic system is marginalizing black people, then say, all right, we won't deal with that. You know what I mean? It's a point when you become self-autonomous and say, all right, I want to be free and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And that's the Geronimo aspect that we taking when we jump to the continent.
And in Ghana, you can acquire your own land, build your own house, secure your own water supply, your own food, and this is the objective. You know what I'm saying? Our dependency on other people is what is used to keep us subjugated, and this is the point that we're trying to drive home as much as we possibly can. So we've been doing research on what really went down with slavery, who was involved, what did it do to the people on the continent, as well as what it did to us in the transatlantic slave trade. A lot of people have done their ancestral DNA tests and found their ancestral homeland, but Ghana is a point where a lot of Africans from all over the continent was shipped from to the Western world. So here we are, 2022, going back to Ghana, and our ideas have been, broadcasted all over the world. A lot of people are getting onto the bandwagon, and it's time we focus our energy to best utilize the resources that we got going into the continent.
And it's important that we find like minds. You know what I mean? Everybody is not thinking the way me and bro are thinking. We're kind of we're super progressive, super we don't take the victim mentality. We're not saying Black Lives Matter and help us get this and help us get that. We're really building for self, like our warrior scholars in the past taught, and they wrote so many books, so much research material that give us a foundation of how we're supposed to do this thing.
So the point is, if you're thinking about traveling to Africa to repatriate, to settle in, to get in the culture and live amongst the people, then this is where we can chop life and really understand each other as we're making the transitions.
Yeah, and it's not saying that it couldn't happen in the United States. We're saying we're trying to fund the liberation. The more you try to have something separate within the United States, you're ending up paying the people that oppress you or keep you marginalized trying to do that. So you pay for land here, you're giving money to the people that's gonna continue their conquest and imperialism over African people globally.
So in Ghana, it's black people in positions of power. We know our people, they have their own issues, but we can be in the world but not of it, so to speak, over there. You know what I'm saying? We can create our own dynamics to where us as diasporans can reacclimate ourselves with the continent and build for self, and encourage the other people that's on the continent, and all the Ghanaian people and different tribes to really fix their disputes as we are building together.
So yeah, if you like this information on this particular video, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be showing like the development we're doing on the farm in Ghana. We're going to be talking more as we're still here in the States about different factions of black people, and why we need to basically come up with a unified foundation to say, all right, can we move together? Can we be objective based? And can we come up with a collective continuity to start something? You know what I mean? And it's not for everybody. Like I said, man, do your thing, whatever you feel like you need to do. But us and people like us, we're building something new.
Yep, we're repatriating to Africa. So keep up with us, link up on Facebook. We'll leave the links in the description. We'll drop some information in the description box to let y'all know what's really going down. But if you like what we're talking about, just subscribe and like the video. All right, family, shalom.